On the banks of the Red Cedar in East Lansing, Spartan Stadium. This is one of those benchmark opportunities for both teams, a mid-season top 10 showdown. It's the UCLA Bruins and the Michigan State Spartans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
Hey guys, checking in with the Bruins head coach before the game. He understands that they are walking into a very difficult situation today. Their opponents have a big winning streak on hand, but so do they. He said, I believe that we can come and set the tone early. Look for them to be very balanced in their play calling, show why they've won these games 3 in a row, and really set the tone here early in the first quarter. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Bruins will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Trying to establish the run. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a mid-season showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
Making the adjustment. Taylor wants to throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. And to get rid of it quickly. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Still second down, but now the offense is operating behind the chains. Off play action. Rushes on. Unloads in the nick of time.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Breaks into the open. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. a shotgun. They go to the ground. There's some room. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be manning up.
Touchdown, Bruins! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Taylor wants to throw. Here comes the heat. Out wide left, it's Denmark. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Fresh set of downs going up top. Under pressure. He'll throw it. Out wide right, it's Collier. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Look out! Rolling right and going deep. Touchdown, Michigan State! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. The extra point here would tie the game. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
He'll keep it on 2nd down. And they'll knock him down for a 5-yard loss. looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Bruins will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the... period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Taylor wants to throw it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Grabs it.
And I absolutely love that play call, man. You got good field position right now. Take advantage of it. They're aggressive on the first play. Make a big play. This offense now set up in perfect position to get some points to capitalize on their great field position.
Snap in the shotgun. Caught on the right sideline. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeps it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Hit as he throws. Right side, it's Marsh. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Bruins come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Makes the grab. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Bruins in the hurry up. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Left side is Marsh.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
And the Bruins will line it up on 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Escapes the pressure to his right. Finds his big tight end. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Some programs just seem to be built for a great passing game. The patron saint of Bruin passers is Troy Aikman.
And honestly, Reese, it makes me think of the UCLA blue, the sweet uniforms with the gold, just quarterbacks looking sweet. McNown, DTR, looking the part, being the part.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
From the gun, and he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Touchdown, UCLA! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And right down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the 2nd quarter. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Still on his feet at the 25. There he goes. He's at the 40. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat. And the Spartans, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Out wide left, it's Terry. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of minutes.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. No makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. The Spartans racing to the line in the hurry-up. Changing the routes with his receivers. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
And the ball goes out of bounds, thankfully, for your offense that you didn't turn it over. And now it's decision time. Do we want to punt the football or do we want to go for it? Analytics, of course, I think says go for it every single time. I don't necessarily agree with that, but at least you didn't turn the football over.
And this one splits the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Now they'll run the draw. At the 35, he's open. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We begin our wraparound with Clemson taking on the North Carolina Tar Heels. And it's Clemson hoping that the clock hits zeros while they're still in front. A victory today would move them to 8-1 and catapult this team forward as they make their stretch run.
He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return.
Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the 2nd half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
All over him immediately.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on 3rd down. Moving out to the right. Bought a little time, lets it go. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll take the penalty and move them back. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Drops back on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
And guys, that completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not... get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
The Bruins will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Trying to get started. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Spartans offense, ready to go to work. Quick give. Sweet cut there. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Just feeds the running back. At midfield, he's got room. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be fit.
It's a fumble. And the fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Taylor wants to throw. Caught. Nice move to keep running. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Defense just can't cover this guy. We've seen it all game long, whether it's man coverage, zone coverage, double coverage. They cannot find an answer for him. He's already got over 150 yards.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was 2 guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit careful. If they got that many guys on him, I got to be safe with the football.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. With that penalty, the offense is backed up on 2nd down. Selling the fake. Going to try to get it himself. Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
They recovered their own fumble, but now it's 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires into the end zone. Caught into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They march 72 yards, and the capper a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Holds on, it's Marsh. Busts through behind his pad. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And the Bruins come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Our final quarter is on deck, and it looks as if they are ready to go. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. This time they'll throw it. Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Looking to throw on third. Escapes the pressure going right. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
This defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the fourth quarter. You're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field. They're using their speed, and that time tracking the quarterback down for a big sack.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And it's good! And they're back within a score here in the fourth.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll ride him again. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Makes the catch, it's Hicks. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. And the Spartans will have it 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6.
139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Enough to move the chains. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. The Spartans pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. Jukes his way for more. Got enough space. Touchdown, Sparty. And they take it in for 6 more points. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to throw on first. Left side is Marsh. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is the guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
2nd and long here. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Finds us back in the middle. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
What's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed, you know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back, get it into his hands quickly, let him go pick up the 1st.
Fires to the right. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And it's picked up at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop.
Great play by the defense, and they're expecting this, right? In a 2-minute situation, they've got a 2-possession lead. They got a lot of DBs out on the field, and everybody's eyes are just on the quarterback. They're all seeing it thrown, and they're breaking on the ball. They come away with a nice interception.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Looking for a crease. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.